What's going on, world? It's your favorite Icons here to do another review of Welcome to Derry, episode 7.
We back.
7 episodes in, y'all, and we here to do another review.
This was the finale.
This is not the damn finale. It better not be.
Listen,
I tell you that much.
you ain't gonna get much more action packed than this, brother.
What you gonna rate it out of 5? Out of 5 stars, what would you give this?
I must say I want to say a 3.
Ooh.
But the action made it a 4.
Okay.
There was a lot going on.
There was a lot going on.
That kind of made up for last week. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give it a 4. Yeah, we're gonna jump into the episode so we can talk about.
Yeah, because I'm just upset.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. So we start. You know how we do. We just gonna break it down for you. We start this episode off, and they are showing us the origin of Pennywise. I'm not breaking down all this nonsense. Okay, Pennywise is a clown.
It was 1908.
It was 1908. Shout out to all the K's.
But I will.
Shout out to what's wrong?
Nothing
wrong. Shout out to the K's.
Shout out to them. Love y'all.
Yes, that's right.
1908. I think it just confirmed what we were saying last episode. Though.
Okay. What?
Like Pennywise, it wasn't Pennywise before Ingrid's dad.
Right.
Before coming across Ingrid's dad.
And them just showcasing why the entity picked a clown to be its host, basically.
Yeah.
It shows the clown, the story, and then after that we see this little broke boy watching Pennywise from afar. And from there you learn the little broke boy is the entity. And he
did look homeless.
He was broke, but he was a homeless boy.
In the woods.
It's like a hat on a hat. Broke. Anyway. But yeah, so he was he comes to the clown, basically brings the clown with him. From then on out, we see that. Ingrid is there. She's a child.
They showed the origin of this Periwinkle.
Yeah, Periwinkle the clown.
That was her mother's stage name.
It was a lot that just...
Yeah.
It was the origin. But you know what? I'm not trying to disregard it. It was whack. That's what it was. That's why I don't care. It's not that I don't want to tell y'all what happened. It was trash.
Yeah, no, we didn't care about the Periwinkle.
We didn't give a damn about the Periwinkle.
The mother.
The how he became Pennywise. All that was just like...
I think that was the most interesting part. Yeah. But because of last week, it was like, all right, well, it's clear that he probably adopted this clown origin from her father, even though he laughed her out the room, which is hilarious. Like, I seen all the memes this week.
He definitely.
She said, Papa, he looked at her like, bitch, I'm not
okay, all right, well. And I think that just was it just felt like, word, this is how we got here?
They had to make it make sense.
They had to make it make sense, and it's just like, that wasn't it. But maybe that's it. It's just whack. Sometimes the idea is whack. The shit is whack. So, moving past that, they give her father in a puddle of blood and a handkerchief.
Yeah, I guess that was the symbol to say, like, yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. He wasn't even they didn't bring her a body. They brought her a puddle of blood on a handkerchief to give her of her father.
And she never believed that. I guess she always believed that Pennywise was
her dad.
You know.
And you know what? Whatever.
Even though they had the handkerchief, this is why it was pissed. This is why I'm pissed.
You see why we going through what we going through right now. But what they did say is that the little broke boy told, like, watch Pennywise so it attracts kids. This monster wants to eat kids. Why not be a clown? This is the thing that attracts kids.
Yes.
That is the story. That's the story behind it. How they chose to go about it, pendejitos. But
Basura.
Basura. But we're gonna move on. All right. From there, what do we do from here? Okay, so we go to the intro and then we get back to the jukebox because that's really what's important. All right.
Yeah.
The jukebox is where everything is going down. It's one of those situations where they pulled up last episode with all the guns and our brother, we don't know their names, Holleran's friends, was outside with the shorty trying Mac game, or they all pulled up.
Interesting, they let him go back in the building without no conversation, nothing. He just walked back in with the girl.
He
walked into the juke joint. Everybody's like, oh.
And he didn't like yell for everybody.
Nothing.
He tried to keep it private, as if they wasn't going to just come inside.
And they did just that.
Yo, let me holler at you real quick. Nigga, what? They're pulling up.
They was outside.
So they pulled up at...
Yeah, they pulled up at the juke joint.
Okay, I had to stop because this is the part.
This is the part, okay. This is the part. I never liked Hank.
I
never liked Hank.
I liked Hank when the first episode in the beginning when we first knew it was gonna be black people on the show. That's when I liked Hank.
I'm not gonna say I didn't like him then because I just didn't. I already assumed he wasn't gonna have that big of a role, and then I was wrong.
Little did we know.
I was maybe I wasn't wrong because his role isn't really that.
His role is the problem.
It's significant, but it's not like you don't see him like that.
Okay, I get you.
You know what I mean? But like, this is prime example why you know how you get that gut feeling?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is why you can't fuck with certain niggas.
It just made my blood boil, man. And give me the.
Stay your ass in the back.
So the Blanquitos come in with their guns. They come out ready to take everybody down, and they are. While they're arguing, the black people in there in the black spot pull out their guns.
And they riding.
They riding.
You know,
it's a military hangout spot. So all the soldiers in there pulled their gun out like, so what's up? What we doing? Now, mind you, once I had shotguns, once I had pistols, but they were government issued, as he said. So they was hyped for that. But as we got this standoff, hollering
is like,
what's about to go down?
Listen, we are military people.
Yeah, like you're
whoever
wildin'.
you looking for ain't here.
And as he's telling them this, Hank decides to come from the back and say, I ain't worth all this trouble now. Y'all's gonna take me back. I don't want to go no more.
And did you peep Holleran's face when he did that?
Bro, he was so pissed off. Everybody, I think we all had the same face. Because it was like, nigga, we doing this for you.
Bro, your daughter's in here.
Everybody's here for you. This is all because of you. And you're going to come out and just, first of all, you coming from the back, you just told them that these black military men have been hiding you.
You, not to mention that you promised like an episode or two ago, I ain't gonna come out this room.
That's what he said.
I ain't gonna leave this room. I'm gonna just stay back here.
And as soon as shit got hot, he came out the room immediately.
It was like no hesitation.
None.
Oh, I heard that.
The guns wasn't even on him.
They didn't even know. Like, I guess they knew for sure that he was there because that's why they pulled up to the juke joint in the first place. Yeah. But like, they were like, "Well, you wouldn't mind me searching around,"
and they wasn't gonna let him do it.
And here you come shuffling,
shucking
and jiving.
You know, he's sleeping in the milk, so he's like all hat. He's like, yo, you know,
not Periwinkle.
Listen, man,
not Periwinkle.
He been dogging Periwinkle out, walking up and down the road.
Because Periwinkle's husband was in the mob.
Oh well, we can get into Periwinkle's husband because a lot happened to Mr. Kirsch, which is like. It's really crazy, man, how all connected this stuff is to each other because you don't even realize who's who until we get to certain scenes.
Yeah.
So as they decide they're going to leave, when Hank comes out, the soldiers tell him they're not letting him go.
Yeah.
He's staying here. Okay, cool. They decide, the other side decides, okay, and they just leave out. Nobody should have trusted anything that happened at that moment. But
they just made it seem like, oh, well, they just gonna leave. They just gonna walk
away.
We won.
It's gonna be good, and it was not. So when they leave out, they trust that it's just over for some reason.
That's what they say.
And then from there, they hear the door. Why? Why do they hear the door? Because they are chaining the door shut.
You know, History says.
It's the 60s. So you know what they're going to do next, right? Because this is what they be doing. What they was doing. It's not the 60s no more.
We called that joke from the moment the episode.
As soon as they
walked out the door, they finna burn.
They gonna burn it right now. I don't know why you think they gonna do anything else, but they about to burn this, that. That's exactly what they did. Molotov cocktails all through the window, all through the bit.
And them shotguns that they had, they was using.
Oh, they was airing it out.
They was using them.
They did not care it was kids in there. One of them people saw like their daughter or somebody they knew. They saw one of the little. She was in there doing her little doo-wop singing. They sent her home like, share enough is enough.
Yeah,
you
listen.
Go back to the block. This is too much.
Listen.
But they burnt that place down, and it was like, I felt like, all right.
Cindy Lou,
this,
you get that ass out of here.
You get your ass home.
What you doing in here with these niggas?
But yeah, but it was definitely like crazy to have to like see once they started burning it down. Like, okay, so they're burning it down, and the scene is like very bright.
Yeah.
It's like almost reverse Game of Thrones, where everything was dark. This was just extremely bright.
And you can't see who
You can't tell who's who.
But it's death.
It's death. Everybody's burning. People are getting shot. It was just back to back, nonstop. And you're like, okay, what's happening here? Like, you can't even get a beat on one character long enough to say, okay, we're with Ronnie right now, or we're with Lily right now. No, like, it's everything.
Yeah, everybody's separated. It's pure chaos. And it was, at this point in the episode, I was excited because it was like, coming off the last episode, I know they setting everything up for this big swing. Mm-hmm. So, or at least the last leg of the story. And for it to get hit, this is like the first 5-10
it was quick.
minutes of the episode. We right into, well, after we got past 1908.
Yeah.
We right into it. Right into it. So I was excited about that. That and the way that they shot it, the pacing of it, it was really good. I really did appreciate the fact that we in it. Like we ain't pulling no punches now. It's time to fight.
It was interesting because depending on which character you was with, was a different story that was being told. Yeah. So like I couldn't really. They had a moment with Marge and Richie. They had a Marge with Ronnie and Hank. And it was like hard to really rock with Ronnie and Hank because I just was mad at Hank. Like, this is all your fault. This is all your fault. Yeah, because, I mean, at that, when you think about it logically, it seemed like all of the people that was masked up, you know. Yeah, it's their fault. They was in the building now. Right. So, I don't know if there wasn't another way. I don't know. But coming out the room wasn't the answer. That was not. Especially when you got your daughter in there. Right. Like, I know you didn't think. Like, or maybe that's what it was. Maybe he thought if I just surrender, you know, they'll spare everybody in here, my daughter included. Like, maybe he was trying to save his daughter. Okay. And what did we get? That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Because it's easy to say, like, you know, if he would have stayed in the room, and everybody got killed, then it's like, all right, well, if he would have came out, maybe this would have gone a different way. That wasn't the case. You came out, and everybody got killed because of you. Once you heard that they was riding for you, you should have shut the fuck up. You should have shut all the way up. You got to go stay in the back. You just got to stay in the back. Why would you dare come out there while he giving a speech about you? Like, he's literally giving a speech at this moment. You cut his speech off. Talking about some, excuse me, brother. Excuse me, brother, but I got to tell him I was here now. Like, it was, so he's burning up. It's crazy in there. Then we get a scene with Ronnie while Ronnie is there. Well, no, not Ronnie. It's just. No, it was Ronnie. She was looking for her dad. Yeah. In the chaos. But the scene I was talking about was the girl when she saw Pennywise. Oh, well. Because Ronnie didn't see her first. Yeah, so it was this adult, it was one of the women who was there. She sees Pennywise, and Pennywise, like, puts his hand out for her. And she takes Pennywise's hand, and then we get to Ronnie. And Ronnie is running through looking for her dad, and she finds Pennywise eating the girl's face. I guess the fear was so rampant that it was like, oh, this is it. Yeah, it don't even matter. Kids, adults, I could just eat everybody. Yeah, anybody in here that's still alive. And that was the goal. The goal was to create that much fear. But the crazy part was that wasn't anybody's intention. Nobody's intention was to bring Pennywise out with the fear.
One person.
Well, that was in the house.
Yeah, nobody's intention in the house.
Yeah, so that was crazy. So she saw Pennywise eating the girl's face. He had face on his face and it was drooling. You know, he's drooling all the time. It's nasty. So that was crazy. It was crazy. He comes after her. Like, it's one of those things. First of all, we only watched it one time, so I definitely gotta watch that again because it was madness all through it.
It was chaos. It was pure chaos in that little juke joint.
And then Hollering, Will is there, by the way. Hollering finds his man Frankie.
Yeah.
And asks Frankie for help.
He did.
Moving the refrigerator so they could get out. Because they're all locked in there. Everybody's dying, by the way.
It's chained up.
No one has figured out a way out.
Because every time you try to go out the window,
they shoot you.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
And everything else is burning. So Halloran talks to his man Frankie, some random. Frankie helps him move the refrigerator. And then Frankie gets shot. And then Halloran starts like stomping through the ground. And as he's getting ready to leave, this is where he sees Dances with Wolves, right? The native, well, listen, okay. Okay.
That's who
he sees the spirit.
Yeah. The original Dandada.
The spirito. He sees it and he decides to stay and help the kids. Is that what happens?
Yeah, I think it was because he hear voices. They ain't hear the name.
Yeah, she wasn't really there, but she was there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it seemed like it was like, all right, I can't go. And then I don't know if that's the point where he was like, I gotta make sure I follow or hear or listen to this woman because this is the original one that fought Pennywise when the settlers came.
Right.
They got history. It go back.
Way back.
So he sees the woman and he like, all right, I'm gonna try to go back and save the kids. And he able to get Ronnie and Will and Hank. And Hank saved Hank, even though he should have died in the cabin.
But the thing that he does do that screws him up is he has to talk to her.
Yeah.
Now, Halloran has made it very clear if he does not acknowledge them or speak to them, they leave him alone. But once he acknowledges them, he can't turn it off.
Yeah. And
he acknowledged her and he called out to her because he needed her help with getting everybody out and saving and all that other stuff. It was a lot going on. So Halloran saves them, gets Will, Hank, Ronnie.
He tried to get Marge and Rich.
Tried to get them out too. They the ceiling collapsed in on them. Oh, not on them, but in front of them. So they didn't get out with the rest of them. He saves them and gets the rest, Will, Ronnie,
Hank,
and Hank out. Because even though it's Hank's fault. And they go into the woods. Now, from here, this is where we get into the scene that I didn't feel it was earned, but we got it. Richie dies.
You gotta give somebody like who's gonna pull on your morals.
Yeah,
they gotta die in situations like this.
Right.
Usually. And Rich has been like I don't want to say the comedic relief, but out of all of them, he's been the one you're probably gonna laugh
at. Right.
And I guess because the writers thought, if we just make him go out like a night, because this whole, even though that just happened last episode.
Right. We just got this.
And how all of a sudden they're in love. In the first
He's always loved her.
He did.
To be fair.
He did. But she didn't even know who he was because she was trying to be a patty cake. That's why we don't like her.
That's why we don't like her.
But, I digress. And it did feel a little like, all right, like this is the scene where you're supposed to be like, I love you, I'm gonna save you. It's not enough room in the box.
Yeah,
the Titanic.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Yep.
He closes the box all brave and he talks to her until I guess he dies of smoke inhalation, cause he ain't burned.
Yeah, I guess.
So
yeah, Richie, and that's like kind of what we was talking about before with Rich dying. It wasn't that we didn't feel bad that Rich died.
Yeah.
Like, that we love Rich. He's cool. He's gang. Like nobody want to see the actual gang go. Margie's not gang. She could have went.
And that's why she didn't die.
That's
That's why she didn't die.
we wouldn't have cared.
If she would have died, it'd been like,
we listen. It just didn't. Like, it felt like this scene is going on too long.
It was.
He was telling his story. Like, you know why? Because we don't just do this. We help fair maidens,
Yeah,
and
that was a
it
lot.
was like,
all right,
brother, burn already.
like you ain't coughing enough.
Ain't none of that.
Like,
It just didn't feel earned. Like, that first episode, that movie theater scene was earned. Because it was the first episode. We didn't know. Y'all had built us up with them.
Yeah.
It felt like we got they back, we riding with them, and then y'all took them away from us.
Yeah, they gave us the whole episode to pick who we was. All right, this is going to be our losers.
Yeah.
This is who we riding with. Okay, he plays this role, he plays that role. Then you rob us. And then you, like, replace all of these characters with these different characters.
Right.
And we like, all right, okay, I guess we starting over. And we get Rich and Will and Marge. Well, Marge was there, but you know,
Lily.
I mean, she was, you know.
Marge wasn't Marge wasn't part of the group. She just was another kid on the show for a very long time.
Yeah.
So y'all just made her, like, y'all just gave her a quick little redemption story, and then our man's died saving her.
After he just snapped on the drums.
What are we doing? No, I don't like none of this. Like, it's not. I don't know. It just wasn't. It didn't give me that, whatever it was supposed to give me, that feeling.
It wasn't.
I didn't feel that.
Yeah, it wasn't as impactful as.
Nah, I felt very much cheated out of, like, well, what?
Yeah, you want me to feel sad about? You gotta dress it up a little bit
Right.
more than that.
And if you were gonna kill Richie, you could have let Pennywise do it. You didn't have to have this dramatic scene of, like, and I'm gonna always reach out to you from the oceans. Like, we didn't. It just
agree.
was like,
if you're gonna die,
let
it should've
Pennywise
been-
do it.
Yeah, he already there.
The hell are we doing?
But you know,
Smoke inhalation.
maybe because if it was Pennywise, it would have been like,
Yeah.
you know, we don't want him to die like that. I don't know why you would be thinking like that in a series like this, but
this is where you're gonna have to do it like that. But from there we see Richie keeps her in the box. The place is burning. Now while it's burning, we go
what
outside.
kind of box is this?
That was interesting, right? Like, it's just convenient as hell. The little treasure chest, it just fits her.
in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
It's not wood, because if it was wood, then she'd
She'd
burn.
be there. Yeah, whatever it was.
It couldn't have been metal, because she, you know.
Yeah, she'd have burned to
can't be
death. She'd
comfortable.
have been all steaming skin.
So whatever it was, it just couldn't be destroyed by fire.
And it kept her alive.
And there was only enough room for her.
So, from there,
They gonna save them women, boy. I
they're
swear.
going to save the hoes.
They gonna save them.
I don't even know. Anyway, we go, and from there, we're dealing with Ingrid, who is currently dressed up as Periwinkle.
This is another part that
She is outside in the woods, and she decides that she's gonna come, and she's watching the whole thing because she's another one actually. So it's somebody who wants to see the fear.
this is who I was talking about.
Okay.
This is and we also learned that she's the one who made the tip in the first place. Remember they got the anonymous tip a couple episodes ago.
It was her
that rallied all of these clan members.
So
Let's
and I'm sorry. I know we usually like to stick with the episode and what's going on. But it's just too much. Hank, I got to call you to the front, my brother. I got to call you to the front of the class. Because this is what Dr. Umar's talking about. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Another person we need to call to the front is Charlotte.
Hold on. Hold up now. We got to give our lashings out respectively.
Okay.
Right now we at Ingrid outside the crib. Because Charlotte's coming. Right now.
And she made it very clear she don't give a damn about them kids or none of that.
This is Hank. Yeah, she's Ingrid very much said, Lily, listen. Girl, it's us.
It's us.
At the top, it's just us, baby.
I need to see my father.
Yeah, these other little gang members that you hang out with, that's on you.
Yeah,
that's not on us.
See your dad?
Yeah, that's right. And not in pickle jars, bitch. Like, what you... But She goes out there. She's excited because she knows this fear is going to bring out Pennywise,
So
aka
her plan.
her dad.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because
once,
she didn't know her dad was dead, even though she got the napkin.
but when she gets out there, she goes. Her husband, his car won't start. Everybody else done drove off and left him behind. Mr. Kirsch, the butcher, he is sitting there and he can't get out his car. He sees the clown walking towards him. And he realizes immediately it's his wife. Like, he didn't even, Nick was like, Ingrid?
Yeah, it was no hesitation.
He knew off rip, this is my wife.
What the hell are you wearing? I was thinking the same too. I was thinking the same thing, brother.
He told her, he said, I don't even remember what she said to get this response. But he told her, he said, you gonna be black and blue.
Nah, he said, what the hell are you wearing?
Yeah.
And she was like, this is who I am. This is who I am. What do you mean? This is my life.
You gonna be black and blue.
If you don't get that shit off, you take that shit off. You get this car.
And you think that's wise?
Do you think that's wise? To come out here looking like this?
Oh man, no, and we don't think any of that is funny in real life. But
we just knew he was beating her ass. We knew that.
Lord, the way he described it, his response was just so, oh my God.
While things is burning, there's chaos, and he just like,
Ingrid,
what the hell is you wearing?
I know you're not.
You outside like this?
He was so mad,
He was
but
tight.
as he's like. She's standing there and she's like, she just revealed herself to him basically, and he's rejecting her.
I mean,
Pennywise appears from behind him, and she says hello, Papa first, right, to make it clear, right there, and then Pennywise appears with the butcher.
Yeah.
Where did he get that from?
I mean, he's the butcher.
He's the butcher. Okay, see, muchos buenos. Okay,
yeah,
see, and then he chops his face in half.
Yeah,
Mr. Kirsch's
head
in half.
All it was just from the mouth down.
And then ate
Pause.
like watermelon, like
Yeah, he
he
snapped.
just was sitting there chewing on. It was crazy. Ingrid pops up and she's like, you know, I did this for you, basically. She tells us, like, I did all this so that you could come. I knew you'd be here.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, thank you. I appreciate you. So she's like, tell me I did good. And he tells her to do the bow like he did in the beginning.
Yeah.
Tells her he did good and shit like that.
Gave her everything she was looking for.
And then says, all right, I'm going to sleep now.
Yeah, like peace.
It's not my favorite part of the episode when he said that, but he's like, I'm going to bed now. Enough is enough. And she don't want to hear that.
Yeah, she wanted him to stay around a little bit longer.
Yeah, she was like, no, nigga, actually, you're not going to abandon me. And she grabbed that arm. And he turned around.
I started lighting
And
up.
started lighting up.
I thought it was over.
And for some reason, it was weird because it was like him leaving was like the thing that switched her brain. All of a sudden, she realized this is not her dad.
And that is what pissed me off.
Like,
you know your dad not alive. They
dad
told
ain't
you he
been
got
alive.
ate by wolves or some
yeah,
shit.
like you got a puddle of blood in a napkin.
You said to Lily that this is how I get to see my father. Like, he just pops back up. Like, it's through him. It's through it.
Right.
Like, you knew that this wasn't him.
So what are we doing?
You knew that this thing was like imitating your dad. I don't understand. I didn't understand that.
I didn't understand it either. She comes to her senses finally after decades, two decades and 7 years to be exact. She comes back to her senses and realizes that this entity that's been dressing up as a clown or, you know, hosting as a clown as her dad has never really been her dad. Mind you, no one never told her that was her dad. She just came out of nowhere deciding this.
And if she ever was confused, he made it very clear.
I am not your dad.
Like, I hate that nigga.
I feel him inside. Like,
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was like the crazy disillusionment of realizing, like, oh wow, what have I done? And before she could really think about it or, you know, really understand what happened, the deadlights made their appearance.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to explain that because I thought it was over for Shorty.
The deadlights to me is just like the Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. You just go petrified, like but it's also been a way he controls you. Like like if you see, in both it's old and new, he uses the deadlights at some point. And every time he uses the deadlights, the people are controlled. Like you are no longer in your body. You're now in his world, and he controls your vessel. So the deadlights themselves doesn't mean you're dead. You can go into the deadlights and then come out of it and still be, you just have those memories of whatever happened in the deadlights.
I just like the reason why I was so thrown off by that is because she was already working on his behalf.
Right.
So what? Okay.
But she was basically telling him like, I'm not doing that no more because you're not my dad.
Nigga, he about to go to sleep. Like it's over.
For 27 years, you was gonna be like sick. Well, I don't know how old she is now, but she's got to be 50.
Yeah, and I mean like this you already. So this is the second. You might live until he.
Yeah, because that's 54 years already,
like,
and you was like an adult.
Yeah, like you.
He's already like 18. Oh, they trying to say she's 40? Nah, that lady definitely only 50. Never mind. That's just sorry, lady. Anywho, but yeah, he takes her into the deadlights, and then we see them for the first time. She's lifted up into the air. It's just this crazy scene because it's just like the final moment that you've just been waiting for. Finally, with all that. What happens after we go from there?
The aftermath.
Because one thing I kept saying while we was watching this show, anytime Will popped up,
let's get to it.
Where is Leroy and Charlotte?
Because why is Will there in the first place?
Why is William in this? Well,
who dropped Will off?
It's time. All right, it's time to give.
Who dropped him off?
Charlotte. Hamlin. Now I've been trying to ride for you because you Taylor Page, and I love Taylor Page. I love her.
We love Taylor Page.
We love Taylor Page. But Charlotte, we don't love you right now. You and that Bob.
This is what Leroy was talking about.
This is what Leroy was talking about. He was like, Shreveport. Oh, you don't want to go back there. This is the nonsense that she was probably pulling over there. Doing it all and doing things you ain't got no business, all up in the videos. It was crazy.
You dropped your son off.
So she dropped him off there because he was with Ronnie. And Ronnie didn't see her dad. So.
But when she left,
you should have taken your child with you. She didn't do none of that. Now what bothers me is all this happened that night. It getting burned up
all day.
Nobody came. Leroy and them did not come till the morning.
Nope.
So nobody was looking for Will that night.
And Charlotte knew where he was at.
And Charlotte knew where he was. So I'm looking at both of the parents with the. Right?
It's the first time they look shaky. Well, not the first time, because they let him after Leroy smacked Will, and they just let him just ride right off that base.
Yeah, they did.
So this is the first time though, as a unit, y'all look bad. Y'all been on it. Y'all been on. Y'all know y'all been arguing. Y'all not seeing eye to eye all the time.
But where was y'all all night?
That's what's pissing me off.
All night. Your child was in there all night with a criminal. The only adult he was around was a criminal. It was crazy. And then you got Hollering on the side because he survived it.
He did.
The whole military is at the black spot now. Yeah. So they call Leroy over, like, yo, Leroy, come. They bring him over to see Hollering. And Hollering is going through it.
Yeah, he's tripping. He like you said, he can't turn it off. So now he's seeing the old dead people that wasn't there before, and he's seeing all the recently burned black people that was just around
his peoples. The gang he been with all season.
They not like at a distance like some of these spirits are. They in his mitt.
They are touching
grabbing him. Yeah, it was crazy.
All over him, and nobody could see what's happening but him. So there's people around him trying to Leroy and this other guy who they're talking to him, but he's dealing with this in real time.
He's tripping.
So Leroy comes over to him. He's talking to him. He's checking in, and I'm not really sure if Leroy got through to him in any way, but
I think he did because even though he was having moments, he was still coherent in what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Like when Leroy stepped away, they like, yo, we gotta get him out of here. Like we gotta, and he like, no, I can take y'all to the Shard.
Yeah, he
All we gotta
did.
do
Yeah,
is
that was
follow
the point of
Shorty.
that.
Yeah.
That he was ready because he knew who he needed to follow. Because again, he spoke to Shorty, so now he could see all of the dead around him, and this was going to be the new thing that he was going to have to go through from here on out with that. He was going to lead them to the Shard. Let's see. From there, Derry actually believes that Hank is dead now.
Yeah, because they on the radio saying, you know, they ain't really too much TV back then. They on the radio talking about, yeah, they burnt down. It was an accident. Burnt down the black airman spot, the black spot. And they were hiding Hank.
And he died.
And he died in the flames.
So they were happy about that.
Oh, with 17 other black men and women.
Well, that, you know, don't pay that no never mind. All right, you know, we had sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to get where you going.
That's
and they needed Hank out of here because he had killed what, three or four kids, 3 kids.
Yeah, he kept them kids.
Well, no, they were pinning all the kids on him,
and
all
the
the
bus.
missing kids. Yeah, and the bus. They were pinning a lot on Hank. So, I mean, that still doesn't equal out to what happened. But you know, this is not how this works. Now we get back to the natives because we ain't seen Rose in like 2 episodes.
We ain't seen
That's
Rose
our girl.
or Daniel.
We see Daniel finally alive.
He got up out them summers.
He was in the living room and they were basically discussing, because Pennywise said he's going to bed. Mm-hmm. So the natives are basically like,
the era is over.
Yeah, like we're good. Now we're good, but it's sleeping now. So, but they are still, even though they're like happy that he's sleeping, they are still angry about this. They still kind of feel like, yo, it's really nothing we can do about this. Mm-hmm. Like this is just gonna keep happening every 27 years.
Rose like, well, I mean, we just gonna keep him locked up.
That's all they can do at this point. But unfortunately, the soldiers are currently looking for the pillars.
Yeah, her John Smith. And
it's getting to a point that you're an asshole. It's getting to a point that now they feel like they're getting closer to where we're going. So now we have Charlotte, who it says Charlotte hides Hank in the airbase.
Yeah. So remember, Charlotte took Hank back to the crib.
She did take Hank back to the base with them.
And with Will.
To change his clothes.
Yeah,
that was the plan. Okay, so Charlotte...
Because all black people look alike.
That's what she said.
All
That's
black
literally
people
what she
look
said.
alike.
Because he said, they going to know I'm not your husband. And she said, not in this neighborhood. Well, basically, you think in this neighborhood they going to recognize it? So
and he went right with it.
She brought him back to the crib to change his clothes. And they changed him into Leroy's military fit. And, oh yeah, let's be clear. Leroy's down now. Leroy wasn't down with this Hank shit before.
Yeah.
But he's gang now. He's part of it. He's helping his wife. She's helping him. They're helping him. Marriage, equality, yolk, eggs, all of that. So that right there, they bring him back. Then from there, that's when she brings him to Rose's crib, right?
Yeah, because she couldn't think of that before dropping him off at the black spot.
Now, before we go there, Ronnie and Marge decide it's time to go see Lily because they need to tell Lily about what's happened to Rich.
Even though she heard it on the radio.
No, she didn't hear it. She didn't know about Rich.
Oh, she didn't know Rich died.
Yeah,
right,
she just heard what happened at the black spot. Right, so once they get to Lily's crib, Ronnie and Marge, they go in and Lily is sitting on the bed holding the shard in her hand, gripping it tight.
She still ain't let that go.
She ain't let it go. She's sitting, mind you, it's in the dark. It's daytime, but it's dark in there for some reason.
And she looked strung out.
It wasn't even raining or nothing. She did look strung out.
You know, I was just happy this was a Lilyless episode. We didn't see her alone.
Lily is struggling. Lily is going through.
We don't care.
She got the bags on the red. Like, she's been on a binge. Like, she just been rolling.
Because one thing she didn't say in the scene was that she knew Ingrid was a part of this whole...
She didn't tell... Yeah, she definitely didn't tell him that. She didn't tell... You know what? I'm watching you, Liliana. All right? Lillian.
Never liked her.
But,
never liked that bitch.
Ronnie and Marge basically tell Lily that Richie is dead. And they have a moment. They cry about it. That's really what happened there. It's sad because we had to lose Richie and keep Marge. From there,
Damn, Lily.
and Lily don't deserve all the hate. Now they put Lily through the ringer. They have been putting Lily through it since episode 1.
You know why?
Since before episode 1.
You know why?
Why?
Because everybody knows there's something wrong with that girl. She
They
should have died in that theater.
They told her dad, who was murdered, was chopped up and put into pickle jars.
Why was that? Why did that happen?
This was sent her to the mental house.
But I'm saying you got to ask the right questions.
So you saying
Why did they
it's
put him in
Lily's
the pickle
fault that they're
I'm not
just
saying it's
evil
Lily's
people.
fault. I'm not saying it's Lily's fault. I'm saying that regardless if your dad getting stuffed in pickle jars or whatever's going on with you,
Regardless,
you've been acting crazy this whole series. You went to Juniper.
Yeah.
Twice.
No, I ain't riding for Lily because she kept everybody on drugs.
And when it's time for you to be, like when it's time for you to step up, you don't never do that shit.
She brought the pills. She thought that was gonna help. So
And it was also her idea to say all that shit in front of it in the first place. And he just watching, just like, oh yeah, so we just okay. This the plan. We just gonna walk around.
We
these
didn't
tunnels.
know. They didn't know Maddie wasn't Maddie, even though they anyway.
Didn't wanted to go back down there. No weapon. She the only one with a weapon. I think that was just her payback to try to get them. She was just trying to kill everybody because they left her in them tunnels. It was hate.
So, Marge, Lily was with them, right?
Yeah,
Lily
Marge,
and,
Lily, and Ron.
They go to the hangout spot, the hideout, and they start cleaning up.
The hideout that Lily took them to.
That wasn't hers.
That wasn't hers, but she just,
That Maddie brought her to, but it wasn't his.
And
It
you
was
think
Teddy and
that's
Phil's. Why you keep bringing people here? That's how y'all was hearing. This is where y'all found Maddie. Like, he know where y'all hideout is, but they don't care about that. Marge cries because she says that Richie never got to make it to Main Street, but I very much remember us watching him throw the plane and it go into the sewers on Main Street.
And now it's on.
But
now it's on the.
Now it's back on the thing, and maybe
that threw me off a lot.
Maybe it'll be back. Maybe it'll come up next.
Maybe it was
episode.
a thing. Yeah, maybe.
That's it. They don't seem to do that here, but that might be the thing, you know. Yeah. After we leave them and whatever's going on there, they go to the.
Just grieving.
Yeah, kid stuff.
Yeah,
that's what they do. We go to the soldiers who are now going to find the pillars because they know where the pillars are.
Shout out to him. Hollering.
Hollering. You got 2 black guys with 2 last names start with an H. Hamlin and Hollering. That's good luck. So they go. They find the.
All black people look alike.
They do. You know. Look at us.
Yeah,
Same guy.
Twins.
Might as well be. I had to catch. Yeah. So move on. We get to the where the shard is, and the cool thing is like the little Easter egg. The shards are hidden in these turtle shells.
Yeah.
So if you know anything, we've talked before about how the turtle is like it's like the light while it is the dark type of thing. So they go in there, they find a shard, and they bring it back with them. They hype already. My son Leroy is on something like, all right, we're going to take this back. And they like, nah, change your plans, bro. We got to bring it back to the spot, do some tests and all that. Leroy like, what you talking about? That don't even sound right.
It sounds like you trying to let this thing loose.
Yeah, it sound a little fishy.
Because we know that these shards is the cage.
Yeah.
So now you found one, and you moved it.
And you took it. And so now what are we doing with it?
Yeah.
But they said they were just going to do data, run some tests, all that other good stuff.
Help them find the other 12.
And for some reason, I don't think Leroy believed that immediately.
He did. It didn't look like it.
Nothing about what he said felt like he believed what was going on. But they also felt like because they were all under the impression that Pennywise was asleep, that's why they could do this. Like, it really didn't matter whether they needed the shard or not. They could run tests because Pennywise is asleep.
Yep.
Why does everybody know Pennywise is asleep? Because Holleran told them.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said it's like the thing can sleep. I don't feel it anymore.
Can't feel it no more. Yeah, it's like the sun went down.
So because he said that, they were under the impression we can do whatever we want right now. Allegedly. As we saw, that was not the case. Let me see. Did we get back? Yeah, Charlotte brought Hank to Rose, as we mentioned earlier. Okay, so now we get back to the soldiers because this is the important thing. They have the shard that is keeping Pennywise locked in. Pennywise is currently sleeping. They decide, you see them dealing with the shard, and you see that the data testing that they're about to do on the shard is to burn it.
Yeah, throw that in the incinerator.
They wanted to incinerate and destroy it. Now my son Leroy comes in at the right time. Convenient.
The nick of time.
Nick of time.
The shard is on the the shard is on the end of the incinerator. Get ready to go right into the flames, and he come, hey, shut that shit down.
Like a black father.
Whip the gun out. I'll kill everybody in this joint.
It was
now,
like 15.
There was a lot of different guns pointed at him. He had one gun.
Yeah, one. But he was waving it.
You know.
He was waving it.
He was gonna take somebody with him.
Anybody could have got it. Nobody wanted it. So he came waving his gun. He told them to stop, and they stopped. They pulled it back, and they stopped it. And he was like, y'all wildin'. Y'all ain't here doing shit. Wait till I tell Big Boss Man. We gonna see how he feel.
Mr. Francis.
Mr. Francis. I'm telling Big Boss Man what it's hitting for. And then Big Boss Man came from his top like, hey, yo.
Come on up here.
I'm gonna need you to, let me holler at you real quick.
Put the gun up.
Put all that down. Everybody relax. And let me come holler at you real quick. So my son, Leroy, go up there. He go talk to my son Francis. And we come to find out just what you said. They are trying to release Pennywise. They are not trying to hold it, cage it, any of that stuff. Now, it's kind of like, what's the word? It's like cyclical almost, because when the settlers are the reason this even happened. The settlers are the reason Pennywise even exists as powerful as he is.
That's what the story said.
So now we have, years later, more settlers coming in, trying to release it now so that the world...
Because it didn't make sense when he said it.
No, I'm finding it. It makes sense.
Find it.
The world is so ready. It's so like, you know. The world is already fighting each other so much.
Racism.
That the only thing that's gonna calm the world down is fear. So if we all have something to fear that's not each other, then we won't be up in arms against each other because we won't fear one another. We will only fear this entity, and it will help us become one. Now, I would like to say that only one set of people have always had a problem getting along with everybody. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're talking about.
You know?
So
that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. Instead of working inward,
we're going to find a demon.
We're going to use this because...
We're going to set the demon... We're not going to work on ourselves. We're going to let the demon loose.
It's the 60s. So you guys are the only problem. Well, maybe other problems from what I remember. But, yeah, this was the plan, to let the demon out on the world. Basically, that's the idea, that if we release Pennywise onto the world, that this fear will bring the world together.
I mean, that's what they be saying about the aliens. You know, we get an alien invasion, then all of a sudden we're not going to care about racism no more because we got something else to fear other than each other.
I mean, hey, no.
It's a lie.
It's a lie. And it's really to just coddle one set of people, because one set of people have continued to be the problem for a very long time.
As described in the show.
Yes, they're the problem. So this idea to release fear onto the world, because only one set of people need the fear, to calm everybody else down is crazy.
You know, we all running around because y'all running around the way y'all running around.
So when they move the shard, once Francis explains this to Leroy, basically what the idea is and what he's going to do, Leroy's not with nothing. So Leroy pulls out his gun, and he's basically on Francis' body like, bro, it's a wrap for you. Like, you're wilder. I'm telling the real big homie. I'm letting them know what you doing, and then they going to check you. Now, you can kind of see that there is a real big homie because he didn't want this getting back to them.
Francis been lying the whole damn series.
The whole series. He lied to Rose.
Hamlet. Hollering.
Yes.
Everybody.
You brought Hamlin in. You brought Hamlin in here under the guise of what? What did he tell them they was looking for? I don't even think they told him what he was looking for because he didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know. I thought he was just doing a little special mission.
Yeah, like something like that. Like they didn't know what they was in for, but nobody knew. He knew since he was a kid what this was. Mm-hmm. Nobody else knew this.
And that's the other part when you was talking about it being cyclical. Like, bro, this wasn't even, like, you just so happened to be at the circus. You almost died. Rose saves you. Mm-hmm. And then she runs her mouth. She shouldn't have said nothing. But she ran her mouth and said, hey, look, dog, can you keep a secret? Can't keep a secret. Leaves. And then he just forgets what's going on for 50 years or however many years it was.
It's like 60.
Then he comes back and then it just starts hitting him. Like, oh, I got to go. Yeah. We got to figure out what to do because we're going to do this to fight the Russians.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
It was a lie.
And it wasn't none of that. First you said you was building a pipe for like a pipeline or something. Then it was to fight the Russians. It ain't none of that. It was none of that. Then it was like, yeah, we're trying to cage it and capture it so that we can control it. That was half the truth.
That was half.
Now you trying to control. You're not even trying to control it. You're trying to let it run rampant, so that you could get so that fear can overrun fear.
That was the idea of it, right? Fear is overrunning fear. I had on the hat. More of that. So they basically pull a gun out on Leroy got his gun out on Francis, and then a soldier, the boy from earlier, we don't even know his name. He comes up behind and pulls his gun out on Leroy, and it's like from behind. Leroy puts his gun down, or Francis takes his gun, and they like, hey yo, you been a good boy. Now go home and relax.
Don't you mess up in here. We'll make another lie.
We'll make another lie.
And put you right where that shard came from.
And they leave. So when he leaves out, they tell him like, don't let him leave. Like he's not allowed to leave the base no more. Or is it Derry?
I think it was the base.
The base, yeah. He can't leave the base no more. Which was like, okay, whatever. That's probably what they should have been doing since they got here, but nobody's been listening to us. So then, after that scene, we go back to the Hanlon household.
Where Will is all alone.
Will is alone because Charlotte took Hank to Rose's house and went inside, and we ain't seen her since. She said she was going to be gone an hour, but everybody's under the impression that this entity that they have no real understanding of is asleep right now. So they're good. They could leave Will all by himself, even though this just happened yesterday.
I mean, he on the base. He on the base. She like, this
is a safe space.
Yeah, because it wasn't the, with it being asleep, it wasn't the reason why that stuff happened at the
And they just
spot.
Moved the shard.
Yeah.
So that's why he's on the base now, because he wasn't on the base before.
Now he's running loose.
Okay. Well, here's what happens, guys. We get to Will, and Will is in there, and the phone rings, and it's Ronnie on the line. So he starts talking to Ronnie, and you could just tell it was going to get weird. And it got weird quick.
It got really weird.
She started describing Richie's death in a very graphic way. And then once you learn, like, the voice changes, it's not Ronnie, it's Pennywise. But Will is holding his own on that phone.
He's standing up for himself.
He like, nah, you're not going to scare me. Like, I know who this is. I know exactly who this is. You're not scaring me, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm not with none of that gang shit. And we like, all right, Will, all right, that's right, black man. Stand on your two. Stand on your two. That's right, right on your square. Let them know. And then he didn't hang. He finally banged it. He finally banged the phone. I mean, he turned around and that Pennywise was sitting right on the on the refrigerator, on top of the refrigerator. You turn around in your kitchen and it's a clown sitting on top of your refrigerator.
Blood all over his face.
Half of his body was bloody down.
Yeah,
it was crazy
from all the action earlier in the episode.
Because he was resting in his nest, which is full of like baby toys and body parts and blood. He rests in blood. So when he popped out, that he was still no clean clothes.
Yeah, once they burnt that shard, he woke right up.
He woke. Oh yeah, that was it. They burnt that. When they burnt the shard,
he woke right up.
You saw him resting. Them eyes popped right up. Like, oh word.
It's lit. It's lit.
I will never sleep another 27 years again.
Where's Will?
I'm not going. Where's Will? He went straight for Will. That was crazy. Dad, he went straight straight after Will. No, not Lily, because Lily still got that shards.
Yeah,
He
she
ain't
still
going
got
after
one
her.
of
He
them.
ain't touching her body. He like, leave.
Shock surprise. She's protected. Shock surprise.
Lily,
Marge and Lily.
Lily Bainbridge since day one.
You know?
But
Ronnie lost her dad.
Ronnie lost everything.
Well, her dad's still alive. She's with Charlotte. He's with Charlotte.
Maybe she's better off without him. I'm sick of him. But that's neither here nor there.
I mean, he ain't been at the crib anyway.
He hasn't.
He's running around with Ingrid.
He's with Periwinkle.
So swimming in Periwinkle.
Swimming in clown pussy. Oh wow. I never. So yeah, he jumps off the refrigerator. Pennywise jumps off the refrigerator at Will, opens up his face again in the deadlights, and then he takes Will into the deadlights. And that's where the episode ends.
End of the episode.
And
Cliffhanger.
This is last episode was annoying. This episode wasn't annoying. It just was like, what the fuck is going on?
It was a lot of juggling going on.
It was a lot to try to keep up with, and a lot happened. You could tell they were like, we're in the last 2 episodes, and we got to make everything make sense.
Yeah, we got to
I
close
don't
out some of
know
these storylines.
if HBO told them they was gonna have 10 episodes when they started writing, and then came to them like, you're actually only gonna get 8, so they just tried to dump everything into 7.
Or maybe they just was like, yo, look, we about to sell to Netflix, so y'all go.
Y'all do whatever y'all want.
Y'all got it.
Nah, it wasn't bad. The episode was really cool. Again, we gave it 4 out of 5. I think a lot of stuff sometimes is just like pacing and figuring out what they want to do, and we don't know what's going on. And it's episode 7, and they're explaining stuff, and it's like, well, that shit still don't make no sense. So
it just made it seem like you said, it just made it seem like, all right, we got to close some of the stuff out, and then you kind of like overlook certain stuff, like the plane being on the hideout again.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff, like, it's...
Well, we don't know. That could be episode 8. Still.
Maybe the turtle put it there.
Yeah. So right now, the gang is looking a lot. It's a lot less of the gang. We don't have Richie.
It's only
Lily's
3.
losing it. Ronnie is
Lily, Ronnie, and Marge. That's it. Will gone. Richie gone.
damn.
Yeah. And then there was
Oh
Chris.
yeah, another thing, and this is the last thing I want to say. You know, 2 white girls with different hair color and a light-skinned black girl is not diversity.
It's not.
That's all.
It's not.
That's all.
They did name the episode The Black Spot.
So with that said, episode 8, the season finale's coming up. We will be reviewing, of course. It'll be next Sunday. I just can't wait. I am excited. I'm not turned off from the show by any means. I want to see everything.
It was
through.
a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4 out of 5. So it wasn't whack. But we'll be back next week as your icons, you know. So as usual, y'all keep thriving, keep striving, and remember always, you got this.
See you next Sunday.
All right.